It will be St. Mary's of the Woods ball to start the first half as Tupelo wins the tip for the Pomeroys. The 5 for the Pomeroys goes Johnson, Birchfield, Barnes, Tupelo, and Jenkins. For your Grenadiers, it goes Hendricks, Reed, Price, Brown, and Hadaway. As Greg Johnson puts up the first shot, and it goes down for the Pomeroys. We have the number 1 and number 2 scorers in the River States Conference going at it tonight with Jacoby Hendricks and Johnson. Johnson gets the first points of the night. Gets it now to Kayla Brown, back to Kobe. And a 3 from Brown is missed. Hadaway gets the offensive rebound and scores. Ethan Hadaway's on the board to start the night for the Grenadiers. They've got to get back on defense as Jacoby does slow it back down. It goes to Jenkins. Jenkins gets into the lane, cut off by Xavier Price. Up to Johnson, guarded by Hendricks. Gets it to Kobe Barnes for a deep 3. That will be too high. And a little high for Kobe Barnes. And it will be off the top of the backboard, which will send the ball to the Grenadiers. Jacoby Hendricks will bring it up for IUS as the Grenadiers come into this game at 11-11, 7-7 in River State's play. The Pomeroys come in at 19-5, 13-1 in River State's play. They get it to Reed, to Hadaway, to Kayla Brown. Brown to Jacoby Hendricks, down to 13 on the shot clock. Hendricks gets in the lane, blocked by Birchfield. It will stay with the Grenadiers. 9 seconds to go on the shot clock. Will be a baseline out for Brown. It will be a dead ball contact technical foul on the Pomeroys on number 2, Greg Johnson. It was against Jacoby Hendricks. He will go to the line, and if Johnson isn't careful, he's going to get another one as him and the referee were still talking. Hendricks will get the dead ball shot. And off the front of the rim, he misses. And Jacoby's second shot, he needs to make this. And he does. And Jacoby makes it. And they get a little reaction out of him from the bench. But Hendricks does get it to go down. Grenadiers take the lead, and Hendricks is on the board tonight with 1 point. It's already getting interesting just a minute into this game. Get it to Hadaway. Up to Hendricks. Hendricks thought about a 3, does not take it. Oh, Hadaway wide open, and what a pass from Jacoby Hendricks. He gets it to Hadaway. Hadaway's got 4 early points, and he's looking good. Barnes working on Jacoby Hendricks. Gets it up to Johnson, into Birchfield, who's guarded by Reed and Hadaway both. He's looking for some help. He gets it out. Back to Johnson, and that should be a foul on Reed. It will be a foul on Reed as Jenkins will go to the line. 17:57 to go. Grenadiers do hold a 3-point lead. That will be on J.J. Reed. His first foul of the game will send Jenkins to the line. Jenkins' first shot is good. Jenkins scores his first points of the night, cuts the lead down to 2. 17:57 to go here in the first half. Second shot's good, leads down 2-1. Reed will take it out, gets it to Jacoby Hendricks. St. Mary's of the Woods does come in at 13-1 in River State's play, so this is a team that's at the top of the conference, and the Grenadiers have kind of clawed their way back in as of the last couple weeks to get their record back to 500 at 7-7. Xavier Price picks up his dribble, gets it to Hendricks for 3, long, and Tupelo goes flying in for the rebound and gets it. He gets it to Greg Jenkins. Jenkins working on Xavier Price, gets it out to Johnson for 3, good. Johnson hits a 3, and now the Pomeroys go up by 2, and Johnson has 5. 5 of the 7 to Johnson. Hendricks with some good dribbling, gets it to Xavier Price for 3, cannot answer, rebounded by Barnes. The shot was there. Price just could not convert. Barnes working on Hendricks. What a spin move. And that will be a foul on Hadaway. That will be a foul on Ethan Hadaway. It'll be interesting to see how early this will tip the hand of Coach Brown to put Richard Lang in. Hadaway has found his scoring early, but could not get a stop on defense there as Armani is checking in for the Grenadiers. He is at the table. Barnes, his first shot's good. Armani will check in for Xavier Price, who will go to the bench. Armani Carr in for his first minutes of the night for the Grenadiers. First shot was made by Barnes. Barnes misses the second. And he will push the lead up to 3 and get his first point of the night. Get it to Ethan Hadaway, to J.J. Reed. 16:50 to go. Armani Carr finds Jacoby Hendricks, who will throw a cross-court pass. Skip to Brown in the corner for 3, misses. Rebounded by Jenkins, and he looks to push, and he's out and running, and that should go back to IUS. It will. J.J. Reed forced the turnover. Turnover by St. Mary of the Woods. Will go back to IUS, who does trail 8-5 early in this game. Hendricks will bring it up for the Grenadiers. Going to get a high ball screen from Ethan Hadaway. Gets it to Armani Carr. Looking for some help. Armani can dribble. He will. Gets a high screen from Hadaway, who is open. He gets it back to Reed. Reed's going to get by Birchfield. He's going to take the jumper. Miss. Rebounded Kobe Barnes. Grenadiers have had some open shots, just have not converted early. Get it back to Barnes. Barnes takes the 3. Good. Kobe Barnes for 3. And now the Pomeroys have stretched that lead out to the largest of the night. They do now lead 11-5. 15:55 to go. Hendricks with some sweet dribbling. He's going to take a jumper in and out, and the Grenadiers just cannot find the bottom of the bucket. They've had some open shots, just have not got it to fall. They're getting the shots they want. Jenkins, corner 3. Good. Timeout, Wiley Brown. Lead is up to 9. Pomeroys lead 14-5. 15:40 to go in the first half. Full timeout, IUS. St. Mary's of the Woods comes in at 13-1, top of the River States Conference, and they are playing like it. 15:40 to go here in the first half. Not even 5 minutes in, they've got a 9-point lead already over your Grenadiers, as IUS has had some open shots, just have not found the bottom of the bucket, and the Pomeroys have not missed their last couple shots. They get it to Jacoby Hendricks. Hadaway's got an early 4 for the Grenadiers. Got 4 of the 5. Hadaway was open, but Tupelo does get back. They get it to Reed. Reed gets into the lane, skies in and scores for J.J. Reed, his first points of the night. Grenadiers have got to get back on defense. St. Mary's has done a good job of pushing. Rebounded by Hendricks. He's going to probably pull it back as he did not have numbers. He will pull it back. Gets it to J.J. Reed. Reed, who just was working on Birchfield, takes another one up, and it was tipped. Rebounded. Reed just a little short. Could have been a big bucket for the Grenadiers there. Xavier Price back in as Armani Carr went back to the bench. Barnes gets it out to Jenkins. We'll go Greg Johnson, step back over, Brown off. And Xavier Price gets it as Jenkins had to throw it in as he was going out of bounds. Gets it to Kayla Brown. He's trying to clear it out. Gets it up to Jacoby Hendricks. Hendricks being guarded closely by Jenkins. They get it back to Hadaway, who's got an early 4. Hadaway scores, and Ethan Hadaway has had a nice night as he's got 6 of the 9. Grenadiers have went on a little run of their own here. Let's see if we can get another stop and get it a little bit closer. As this now 14-9, 13:55 to go. Three-pointer from Barnes, too hard, rebounded by Reed. He will control it and he brings it up the floor. He gets it to Jacoby. Jacoby takes the jump shot from Jacoby, and man, he's just been a little off tonight so far. Got to get him going if the Grenadiers are going to get an upset here. Get it to Jenkins, guarded by Xavier Price. Jenkins, who does have 5 early points for the Pomeroys, gets in the corner to Chaz Birchfield. Gets it out to Jenkins, who's wide open for 3. Good. St. Mary's of the Woods is shooting with confidence early. Leads back up to 8. 13:15 to go. Grenadiers have yet to find a 3-point shot or get Jacoby Hendricks going. His only shot made is off of the technical foul free throw. Hadaway's really had a nice offensive game early. Oh, Hadaway had patience and had a shot, just could not make it. Get it to Johnson, who takes the 3, misses. Rebounded by Tapalu, lays it in and scores. Lead is up to double digits, biggest of the night. It's up to 10. At the table for the Pomeroys is Dixon and Burdick for the Pomeroys. Hendricks has the ball. He does. Oh, and Brown was not paying attention. Out of bounds. It will be a media timeout. 12:31 to go here in the first half. Pomeroys lead by 10, 19-9.
Members Credit Union. We're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
Welcome back in. 12:31 to go here in the first half. Was a turnover by your Grenadiers, which led to a timeout. Jaden Johnson, Richard Lang in for the Grenadiers. In their first minutes of the night, Reed and Hadaway to the bench. Grenadiers are missing Lane Lauterball tonight, who is the team's second leading scorer. And we'll get it in, as well as Armani Carr is also in, as Hendricks will take a seat. Get it into Jenkins, back to Kobe Barnes. And Johnson kind of fell over, but they will call a foul. That will go on Armani Carr. Johnson will go to the bench as Merriweather will check in for the Pomeroys. 5 for the Pomeroys goes Johnson, Barnes, Dixon, Burdick, and Jenkins, as Johnson just checked out, and Merriweather in. They get it to Dixon. Merriweather for 3, missed. Armani Carr goes skying in for the rebound. They will give it to Xavier Price. Richard Lang cuts it at the top of the key, gets it to Jaden Johnson. To Brown, back to Xavier Price. Lang's going to set a high ball screen, and he rolls. And Richard had it just a little hard. If Richard passed was just a little bit slower, that was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball at Richard. If he could have caught that, he had an easy two-handed dunk. That could have been big momentum for the Grenadiers, but it goes out of bounds, goes back to the Pomeroys. Barnes gets into the lane and throws it up and scores. Kobe Barnes scores. He has got 6. Xavier Price gets it to Armani Carr. Biggest lead of the night for the Pomeroys. It's at 12. Grenadiers just cannot get anything going offensively. Xavier Price dribbles between the legs, thought about a 3, does not take it. Armani pulls it back out, gets it to Jaden Johnson, who will take the jumper. Looks like Jaden got fouled in the middle of the pack. Do they not call it? Barnes will dunk it. He's got 8. timeout Wiley. Timeout IUS, and the Pomeroys are out and running. They lead 23-9. Will be a 30-second timeout. Grenadiers are trying to find some offensive just energy here as they still have yet to get into double figures, and we're almost halfway through the first half. They do trail 23-9. They've had some open looks, a lot of shots that's been in and out. They just can't get anything going on offense. We are down to 11 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half as Jacoby Hendricks is back in. He gets it to Armani Carr, to Xavier Price. Price gets into the lane, is going to take the turnaround floater. That's going to be short. Rebound to Kobe Barnes. Barnes looks to push. He will push. Throws it to Merriweather. Merriweather gets it up to Burdick, who thought about a three, does not take it. Working on Lang. Armani Carr with the steal. Armani gets it to Hendricks. Hendricks for three. No. Kobe cannot get anything going on offense with the rest of the team. Merriweather gets into the lane, out to Kobe Barnes. To Dixon, back to Jenkins. Gets it to Barnes. Barnes takes the three, misses, rebounded by Lang. Nice box out and rebound from Rich. Gets it up to Hendricks. Hendricks gets into the lane. He's thought about a jumper, will not take it. Gets it out to Xavier Price for three, in and out, and that's just the Grenadiers' luck tonight. Nice shot from Xavier Price, just in and out. Jaden Johnson with the steal. And then Jaden Johnson blocked off the backboard. Just nothing going the Grenadiers' way. Dixon for three. That's way off. Richard gets the rebound. We'll go to Hendricks. 9:52 to go, and ugly offensive game so far for the Grenadiers. Just can't get anything to fall, and another one in and out. Just nothing will find the bottom of the net for IUS. And Pomeroys will call a timeout. 9:40 to go here in the first half. Pomeroy's lead 23-9. New five in for the Pomeroys as Johnson will be back in. It will be Jenkins, Topola, Birchfield, Johnson, Merriweather. For your Grenadiers, it goes Carr, Hendricks, Nolan Davenport, Jaden Johnson, Richard Lang. Davenport will guard Merriweather. Gets it to Dixon, up back to Johnson, to Merriweather. Guarded by Armani Carr. Gets it to Birchfield. Grenadiers are playing a better defensive possession here. And that should be almost a steal as Merriweather will get it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They're going to have to get a shot up. Dixon takes the three over Armani. Will not go. Nolan Davenport comes flying in for the rebound. Gets it to Jacoby Hendricks. The Grenadiers have got to get some stops here. Got to find a way to find the bottom of the hole. Armani gets in, and he throws it up, and that will not go in either. That's off the backboard. I don't know how many shots the Grenadiers have had that's just rattled in and out. Merriweather gets it back to Johnson to Birchfield. Topola's calling for it with Richard Lang on his back. Will not get it. Goes back out to Johnson. To Dixon. He will take a 2-point jump shot. Missed. Birchfield follows it up with the tip in. J.J. Reed will check back in for the Grenadiers, and starting to get out of hand early here as the Grenadiers yet have not even gotten to double figures. Hendricks gets in the lane. He's going to just throw it up. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson will come away with it, and he's loses the ball then. Should stay with IUS. It will as they do tie it up. Jaden Johnson gets the tie up, and 8:20 to go. The Grenadiers are still sitting at 9 points. Was 14-9, and now the Pomeroys are on an 11-0 run to push it to 25-9. 8:20 to go here in the first half. IUS has had a lot of open shots. They just can't find the bottom of the net. Get it into Lang. J.J. Reed, empty basket, and he dunks it home. And the Grenadiers finally get that lid off the rim. Lead is down to 14. Now let's see if they can pair together a couple stops and get back in this game. If they can get it within single digits by halftime, they've got a shot. This team can shoot the lights out when they get going. Get it to Jenkins, guarded by Carr. Get it into Birchfield, back out to Johnson, guarded by Hendricks. Johnson throws it up. They're going to call a foul. Thought Armani tipped that up in the air, but they will call a foul. So he pushed Topola in the back. Merriweather will check out. Armani Carr and Caleb Brown for the Grenadiers will swap spots. Will be a baseline out for the Pomeroys. They get it into Kobe Barnes. Barnes being guarded by Hendricks. Oh, tipped by Davenport. He just had his back turned. Could not get it. Johnson working on the read. He throws it up, and Topola. He throws an absolute alley-oop hammer for St. Mary of the Woods, and they answer that dunk back. And Hendricks gets it tipped away, but he does get it back. Gets it to J.J. Reed. Reed loses the ball in the lane, and it's going to be a 3-on-1. And that will be a foul on Nolan Davenport, and IUS just cannot get anything going. Hadaway will check back in. Davenport and Xavier Price will check back in. And having some sort of disagreement. And now there's a massive disagreement going on between officials and both coaches. Still don't really know what it's about, but either way, the Pomeroys do make both free throws by Birchfield, and the lead is up to 18. Grenadiers are really in a bad spot. They just cannot get anything going offensively. 7 minutes to go in the first half. They've only got 11 points. Gets it down to Hadaway. That should be a charge. It will be a charge. And Hadaway lowered the shoulder, and all momentum is still staying with the Pomeroys. It's not a good start from IUS. 29-11, 6:55 to go. And the Pomeroys coach, Jesse McClung, has now even gotten out the scrubber, and he's scrubbing the floor for his own team down there. Kind of just been that kind of night as St. Mary of the Woods has had everything going their way. 6:55 to go, and they're pretty spread out in scoring. Everybody is scored for the Pomeroys that's in the game. Jenkins has 8, Topola with 4, Barnes with 8, Birchfield 4, Johnson 5. Get it into Jenkins to Johnson. Johnson will be guarded now by Hendricks. Topola. Offensive foul now on the Pomeroys as it's answered right back as Topola then gets an offensive foul on himself on Hadaway. And now it will go back to the Grenadiers. Let's see if they can build off of that. They've got to get a bucket here. And Price gets in to the lane. He's looking for some help. He throws it up to Nolan Davenport. Davenport gets it back to Caleb Brown. Brown thought about a three, does not take it. He gets cut off by Topola and Barnes. Back up to Brown. Down to 10 on the shot clock to Hendricks. Hendricks is going to get a high ball screen from Hadaway. He gets hedged by Topola. Davenport gets it down to Hadaway. Turnaround, good. Ethan Hadaway scores. Nice game from Ethan Hadaway. He's got 8 of the 13 for IUS, and he's been good down low on the block. They've got to find a way to get another stop as Barnes gets into the lane, and they call a foul. And there's not much more Davenport can do. They will call that on Davenport. That will be to a shooting foul. Barnes will go to the line. First shot from Barnes is good. He has now got 9. He could get into double figures. With this shot, Pomeroy's do lead 30-13. As J.J. Reed at the table for the Grenadiers. Second shot's good from Barnes. He makes both. Lead is up now to 31-13, 5:54 to go here in the first half. And IUS's offensive struggles is the early story in this game, as they've had a lot of open shots. A lot of them are in and out. They just cannot find the bottom of the net, as this is probably one of the worst offensive games we've seen from Hendricks at home. He's going to take a jumper there, long. Hadaway rebounds it. He's going to clean it up and score. And Hadaway's into double figures. He is having a nice game. 10 of the 15 is Ethan Hadaway. They've got to get a stop here. If you're IUS, they do trail by 16. Barnes, a deep three, good. And Kobe Barnes is just torching the Grenadiers. He's got 13 now. Hendricks almost had it stolen. He's only got 1, and that's part of the Grenadiers' offensive struggles is Kobe Hendricks with 1 point. He gets into the lane and missed by Hendricks then. Rebounded by Topola up to Johnson. That will be a foul on Hendricks. That will be Hendricks' first foul. And that will send Johnson to the line. It will be a timeout. 4:56 to go in the first half. Pomeroy's lead 34-15.
Indiana Members Credit Union. We're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
.456 to go as Johnson's going to the line for the Pomeroys. He's got 5. Story of the game so far is still IUS just cannot get anything going offensively. Good, he makes the first front end of the 1-and-1. .456 to go. Johnson's up to 6 on the night. Could make it 7 right here. Good. Lead is up to 21. And this is the largest lead of the night for the Pomeroys, and it's just really IUS has got to find somebody who's going to get a shot up and can find the bottom of the net. They've had some shots, they just haven't converted them. Hendricks only has 1 point tonight for the Grenadiers. Get it down to Hadaway. Hadaway working down low. He's got into double figures and add 12. And Ethan Hadaway is having a fantastic game. He has 12, and this is by far the best game I've seen Hadaway have all season at home. Hendricks was guarding Kobe Barnes, a no-look pass to Merriweather. Merriweather being guarded by Xavier Price. Gets cut off by Brown, gets it back to Barnes, who works in the lane. Should be a charge, and it is a charge. It was a charge on Kobe Barnes. Xavier Price takes the charge, and Grenadiers need an easy bucket here. They need it. And I have to get the floor dried up here. 4:16 to go. Pomeroy's lead, 36-17. Ethan Hadaway for the Grenadiers has been the offense. He's got 12 of the 17 for the Grenadiers. They have force-feeded him down on the block, and he's had a couple nice buckets. He's even had an offensive rebound and a putback. Xavier Price brings it up. They've moved Hendricks off the ball to see maybe we can get him some open shots. As Hadaway gets a screen for Xavier Price, he's going to take a step back. Missed. Reed goes flying in, and he doesn't finish, but he gets his own rebound and lays it in. J.J. Reed lays it in for 2. He's got 4. Nice, nice, nice. Good offense from the Grenadiers there. They stuck with it. They needed that. They've got to have another stop here. See, but then wide open is Birchfield. Does not get much easier than that. Hendricks will bring it up. Gets it to Xavier Price. Price had Hadaway open, just cannot get it to him, and that's going to be stolen by Merriweather. It will. It's going to be a one-on-one. And what defense from Jacoby Hendricks. He gets it to Xavier Price, who scores. Gets it to Xavier Price, and they score. Lead is down to 17. Grenadiers have scored the last couple possessions now, and a nice defensive stop on a fast break layup was Hendricks. Merriweather gets into the lane, cut off. Tipped out by Xavier Price. Will stay with the Pomeroys. Topola back in for the Pomeroys as well as Johnson. Price, Brown to the bench. Johnson, Carr in for the Grenadiers. Merriweather will sub out. Still a little shaken up after Hendricks tipped the ball out of his hands on the layup. He went down hard. Jenkins will take it out for a baseline out for the Pomeroys. He gets it to Kobe Barnes, working on Reed. Gets some space. Oh, and Jaden Johnson almost had a steal, but it goes right back to Barnes, and he finishes. And Kobe Barnes has had a nice game. He's got 13. Hendricks gets into the lane, gets it to Jaden Johnson. Working on Greg Johnson. Does not work. Hendricks takes a deep 3. That's off. Rebounded by Birchfield. Nolan Davenport's going back to check in for the Grenadiers. I believe it is for Jacoby Hendricks. And Jaden Johnson will control the loose ball. Gets it up to Hendricks. They look to run. Finds J.J. Reed. Scores and an and one for J.J. Reed. And the Grenadiers needed that. And 2:28 to go. The Grenadiers have finally found a little bit of offense as they're going to have a full line changes. Johnson, Hendricks, and Hadaway to the bench. Davenport, Price, and laying in. J.J. Reed is going to the line to convert. To try to convert the three-point play. And the Grenadiers need this free throw, and they need it bad. JJ now has 8 on the night. He's got 9 as he makes the free throw, and a little momentum now for the Grenadiers as they've kind of found their offense. It's just got to find some stops here. Pomeroys do lead 42-24. 2:22 to go. Jenkins does get it across and gets it to Dixon. Guarded by Davenport. He gets by Davenport, and that does not get much easier than that. Davenport gave him the baseline. And Hadaway's already back at the table now for the Grenadiers. Richard Lang was open down low. They just could not find him. Armani gets into the lane. Gets it back to Xavier Price. Price working. Should stay with IUS. It will. Hadaway will check back in. Laying out, Hadaway in. Will be a baseline out. Xavier Price throws it into Ethan Hadaway. Ethan Hadaway does have 12. Gets it back to Armani Carr. Carr gets into the lane, and it will stay with IUS, as that could have went either way. Hendricks will check in now for Nolan Davenport, who will check out. Grenadiers have got to find a way to get a bucket here. They've gotten a couple opportunities to get the ball back. There is only 3 on the shot clock, so it's going to have to be a quick shot. I'd like to see maybe Hendricks get off a ball screen here. See if he can get open. They do throw it into Hendricks. He's going to have to throw it up. Missed. Rebounded by Birchfield. Jenkins throws it up. And what a block from Reed. He comes skying out of there. And now a double dribble. Oh, my goodness. Armani Carr knew that there was somebody coming behind him, forced his dribble. And just momentum by the Grenadiers every time so far has just kind of been squashed. Minute 33 to go here in this first half, and the IUS struggles continue here in the first half of this game. They do trail 42-24, just struggled offensively, and they've kind of found a way to get back in it these last couple minutes, but got to limit their mistakes here in turnovers as they try to get in. Becoming a possessions game now. Barnes pulls it back out, down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Jacoby, and it's going to be, he's going to have to be careful here. He's going to, and that will be goaltending. And Jacoby finally gets the lid off that bucket as he's now up to 3 on the night, and we've got to get him going. If the Grenadiers have any aspirations of getting back in this game, he's got to score. Birchfield will go to the bench as Merriweather checks back in. Grenadiers will have the pressure on, 1:11 to go. They get it into Dixon. Dixon gets it back to Barnes. Barnes will be guarded by Hendricks, who did just have a steal. Hendricks, see if he can steal the ball away again from Barnes. He gets it back to Jenkins. Jenkins now guarded by Hendricks, back to Merriweather. Get it to Jenkins, back to Dixon. Dixon tried to get it down low. It does not work. Good defense from Reed. Oh, and Hadaway had it, and it was stolen. Oh. And Ethan Hadaway just could not control the rebound. Just IUS cannot get anything to go. And there's now a clock issue, and we're just going to play it on, I guess. It's been a wild game. Barnes back to Jenkins. Jenkins working on Brown. Oh, and he broke Caleb Brown, and it does not work, and the ball's loose, and it goes back to Kobe Barnes, and the Grenadiers just cannot contain it. They get it to Jenkins. He's going to pull it out. Pomeroy's will hold for the last shot, it does seem like. Jenkins has the ball with 3. He takes the jumper, in and out. We will go to halftime. A rough first half from the Grenadiers. Hendricks only with 3 points. They can get back in this game if they can find a way to get some stops. At halftime, Pomeroy's lead, 42-26. Welcome back into the second half of the River States matchup between your IU Southeast Grenadiers and the St. Mary of the Woods Pomeroys. 20 minutes to go. St. Mary's of the Woods with 42 points is in the lead. They are 14 of 29, 48% from the field, 5 of 14, 35% from 3, 9 of 10, 90% from the free throw line. Your Grenadiers have 26 points, 12 of 38 from the field, 31%, 0 of 7 from 3, 2 of 3 for 66% from the line. Will be Pomeroy's ball. Their 5 goes Johnson, Birchfield, Barnes, Topola, and Jenkins. For your Grenadiers, it goes Hendricks, Reed, Price, Brown, and Hadaway. Hadaway with a nice game. Barnes, crossover 3, short. Rebounded Hendricks. IUS does win the first defensive possession, and they needed that. They've got to find a way to get stops, and they've got to score. Hendricks only with 3 points. The conference's leading scorer has just been shut down tonight by the Pomeroys. Get it to Hendricks. Hendricks gets in the lane, dribbles it off, and they will say it stays with the Grenadiers. I thought that was off Kobe's foot. And 13 seconds on the shot clock. They get it into Hadaway. Hadaway gets it to Jacoby Hendricks, down to 10. Hendricks has got to find a shot here. He's got to find something for this Grenadiers team to get going. Reed drives it in. He puts his head down, misses, rebounded Barnes. Oh, Reed had a point-blank look, just got his shot altered. Kobe Barnes gets it to Johnson, up to Jenkins, to Birchfield. Tipped, stolen by Hendricks. Good defense so far out of halftime for the Grenadiers. Gets it to Brown. Brown back to Jacoby Hendricks, guarded by Johnson. High ball screen from Hadaway. Now Hendricks has got to go to work. He ducks his head, no! And wow, and they call a foul on Hadaway. And now we've got some serious confusion. And I'm still really confused on what's going on here. And this is just absolute confusion. They say that there was a foul before the shot even went up, and very, very confused on what just happened there. 18:46 to go, and officiating is sharp right out of halftime. Get it to Jenkins, gets it back to Birchfield. Birchfield will be picked up by Xavier Price. Still no Lane Lauterball tonight for the Grenadiers, which has left a hole. Barnes goes in, misses, and Reed. Jump ball. And it will be Grenadier basketball. And this is just a wild game. Now the crowd's starting to get involved. Not happy are the Grenadier fans with the officiating, as J.J. Reed just got smoked from the back, and he didn't get a call, and Coach Brown's wondering why that was a foul on Hadaway and not for Reed. Brown gets into the lane. And they say, it will not count. They will say it was on the floor. It will be a baseline out now as Brown took it to the hole. A nice take from Caleb. He did make the layup, but they will say it does not count. Get it into Reed. Reed gets it back to Hendricks. Hendricks is going to take a 3. Good! Jacoby Hendricks for 3, and they needed that as he's got 6 now, and maybe that will get him going. Grenadiers have got to continue to compile stops. Birchfield jumper miss, rebounded Hadaway. Couple stops for the Grenadiers right out of halftime. This game could get closer than it has been all night if they can get a basket here. Gets it back to Hendricks. Deep 3 off the front of the rim. Oh, boy, did they need that. Would have cut the lead to 10. Barnes answers right back with a 3. Hendricks, now his work was erased. The Grenadiers are still in this game. They've got to get some buckets, though. Hendricks gets it to JJ. JJ trying to go to work on Jenkins. Barnes looks to take off and double. Tries to find Xavier streaking. That should be a foul. It will be a foul on Johnson. That will be Johnson's, that'll be his fourth. Oh, they will say it's on. And the officiating is still very messed up, as they said Hadaway had the foul. Then they switched and it was on 2. Well, that will be Greg Johnson's fourth foul. He will go to the bench, and that's a big subtraction for the Pomeroys. They get it into Hendricks. Merriweather all on Hendricks. They get it to Xavier Price, who dribbles right down the lane. Floater good. Xavier Price scores. Leads down to 14. They've got to get some stops. Grenadiers. And J.J. Reed just takes it out of Merriweather. Reed with some snazzy dribbling, though, and he gets it stolen. Oh, J.J., you didn't need to do that. And Jenkins looked like he walked. They do not call it. And the Grenadiers have come out this second half playing a lot better. Get it in the corner to Jenkins. Pomeroys are going to slow it down here a little bit with this lead, as the Grenadiers have got some momentum out of half. Stolen from Hendricks. Hendricks with the steal. 2-on-2. Great pass. A.J. Reed. He slams it home. Lead is down to 12. This is the smallest margin since over 12 minutes to go in the first half, and the Grenadiers have found some offense, and they are playing very good defense out of halftime. Held the Pomeroys to 3 points. Missed. Oh, but they get the long rebound. Bounce. Missed. Tipped in by Birchfield. Hadaway has to get that rebound down low. They needed that for momentum. They needed that for momentum, because the Grenadiers have found some momentum here out of halftime. They've got to be able to keep this jolt. They get it to Hadaway, back to Hendricks. They run the give and go. He's going to take the jumper. Good. Jacoby Hendricks scores. Lead is down to 12. Again, let's see if they can get a stop. 15:37 to go, and the Grenadiers have come out of halftime. They are playing hard. This lead has shrunk from 24 to 12 with less than 5 minutes here in the second half in. Barnes gets into the lane. He's going to take a jumper. That's going to miss. That's going to be too hard. The Grenadiers got to get the rebound. Oh, and they just tipped it right. Gets tipped right to Merriweather. That's just bad luck, as it was a loose ball. Got tipped up in the air. But Hendricks has found his shot. That's what the Grenadiers needed. Hendricks, oh, he had Hadaway open. Reed looks to clear it out. He does. He clears out the lane. See if he wants to go to work. Brown for 3. Good! Kayla Brown for 3. Lead is down to 11 now. We can get a stop. We can get it to single digits for the Grenadiers. Kayla Brown gets on the board with 3. Barnes gets it to Jenkins, to Merriweather. 14:36 to go. They get it back to Jenkins, guarded by Xavier Price. Back to Kobe Barnes, guarded by Brown. He's trying to back down the bigger Brown. Behind the back pass to Birchfield. Hadaway goes straight up, but Birchfield scores. The Grenadiers are still fighting to get back in this game. They've got to stick with it. They've got to stick with it. Leads up to 13. They have shrunk this lead down, and Hendricks has kind of found his shot. He gets in the lane. And 1, Jacoby. And they could get it down to 10. Slimmest margin we've seen in a long time. If he can convert this free throw, he has come out of halftime. Byron will be a timeout on the floor. IUS has gotten back in the game. 14:05 to go. Pomeroy's 51, Grenadiers 40.
Indiana Members Credit Union. We're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
Hendricks will go to the line to try to convert. The three-point play could cut this lead to 10, which would be huge for the Grenadiers as they did trail by, it was 20s. I don't remember the exact number, but they were down in the 20s at half. 14:05. We're just 5 minutes in, and they have come out firing on all cylinders. Hendricks has found his shot. He had 4 at half. He's got 11 now. Lead is down to 10. Pomeroy's lead, 51-41. They've got to get some stops here, get it to single digits. They can start to feel it here a little bit. The energy's kind of back in the gym, and they have found some momentum. Jenkins thought about a three, does not take it. Johnson's also on the bench for the Pomeroys with 4 fouls, so they've got to take advantage while he's out. Barnes gets in the lane. He's just going to throw it up, and he scores. I thought he traveled. They do not call it, though. But it will count. Hendricks tries to get the lead back to single digits or 2 here. He's kind of put the Grenadiers on his back out of half. Gets it to Armani Carr is Hadaway. Back to Hendricks, who's open for 3. That's going to be off. They got to get a rebound. Goes into Johnson. He's in with 4 fouls. So they saw that they kind of struggled without him, but if he does get a 5th, that could be a big loss for the Pomeroys as Johnson will go to the line now. 13-13 to go. Grenadiers have done a good job of matching the Pomeroys kind of, and that could hurt. They could stretch this lead back out just to 14 where Grenadiers had it down to 10. It's starting to feel pretty good for IUS, and that was on Armani. Oh, in and out. In and out goes the shot from Johnson. He will stay at 7. 13-13 to go. Pomeroy's lead by 12, 53-41. Johnson's first free throw was missed. See what he can do with the second. Second one's good. Does make the second. Johnson's up to 8. Him and Jenkins both have 8. Birchfield has 10. Get it to Xavier Price. Xavier Price look to go to work. Turnaround jumper. Price is good. Xavier Price scores. The Grenadiers answer right back. Cut this lead down to 11. They need to get a stop here. Armani Carr guarding Barnes. Gets it back to Jenkins. Back to Birchfield. They're running a weave at the top of the key. Birchfield gets in the lane. Almost loses it. Recovers. Throws it back out to Barnes. Down to 10 on the shot clock. 12:35 to go. Hendricks working on Barnes. Barnes does get by him. He gets in the lane. He's going to take a long jumper, and Barnes scores. Kobe Barnes has 22 for the Pomeroys, and when they've needed a shot, they've gone his way. Get it to Hendricks, who gets into the lane. Fouled is Hendricks. He's going to the line. What the Grenadiers needed right there. If they can score without time rolling, that's going to be their best bet at getting back into this game. If they can continue to get to the line, especially with Hendricks, who is one of the best foul shooters on this team. Hendricks will go to the line. He is in double figures now with 11. Make that 12 as Hendricks converts the first. Hendricks converts the first. 12-14 to go. He's got 12. His big points for the Grenadiers if they can get to the free throw line and get some easy points without the clock running. They convert the second. Hendricks makes both, and now the Grenadiers can set up their pressure. Back down to an 11-point lead. Get it back to Kobe Barnes. Kobe Barnes had a nice game. Kobe Barnes from the New Albany area coming back as he transferred from Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. He's having a nice game back here at IUS. Reed has an open lane, and he scores! J.J. Reed. Lead is down to single digits. 11:40 to go. Lead is cut down to 9. They've got to find a way to continue to get some more defensive stops. IUS has gotten back in this game. Armani Carr on Birchfield. Gets it to Jenkins. Guarded by Armani. Armani working on Jenkins. Back out to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Price. Johnson does have 4 fouls. Gets a high ball screen from Topola. Hey, step back 3. Deep 3. That's going to miss. And the ball's loose. The ball's loose. Hendricks comes away with it. He steals it away. Gets it to Xavier Price. That should be a blocking foul. It will be. That will be a blocking foul, and Price will go to the line. He could cut this lead down to 7 That would be something if the Grenadiers could do that, get it to 7 with right around halfway to go in the second half. They have done some dirty work out of halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Held the Pomeroys to 9 points outside of halftime, and they've scored. The Grenadiers have now scored 21 points since half. What a second half so far put together by our Grenadiers. 11:03 to go. Price's first free throw is good. Grenadiers will choose to leave the one side free of the free throw line. Xavier Price convert the second. That'd be huge. He does. The Grenadiers have gotten back in this game. It's within 7. It's within 7 points now. They get the trap they want, and it's stolen. If they can get it, they do. Hendricks, nice pass to Reed. He's fouled, and he's going to the line. And the Grenadiers could cut the lead to 5 with 10:51 to go. What a run the Grenadiers are on. And the IUS will be in the bonus. IUS will be in the bonus the rest of the game. That's huge with 10:51 to go. Reed's first free throw's good. Leads down to 6 just like that. And Merriweather will check back in for the Pomeroys. This game has gotten tight very quickly. J.J. Reed got to find a way to get this free throw in. They could set back up that press, has given the Pomeroys trouble here these last couple minutes. Second free throw's good from Reed. J.J. Reed scores. He's got 15 in the game now for the Grenadiers. J.J. having a great night. Lead is down 2-5. Can the Grenadiers get another stop? They've got the trap. Oh, and Merriweather got through it. He gets it to Johnson. Johnson will pull it back out, gets it back to Merriweather. Oh, the Grenadiers almost had another steal. Get it to Jenkins. Gonna get a high ball screen from Topola. Jenkins gets around it, gets it to Merriweather, who thought about a 3, cut off by Price. He gets it up to Johnson. He's gonna have to get it off. That should be a violation. That should be a violation. It will be. And IUS gets a shot clock violation. And it will be Grenadier ball down 5, 10:17 to go. And the Pomeroys are now starting to fight with each other as they cannot score. 10:15 to go. Grenadiers, Jacoby for a 3, in and out. Oh, I thought that was it. Man, it was in and out for Hendricks. That would have cut the lead to 2. Kobe Barnes has it. He gets in the lane. He loses it. He gets it back. He goes in on Hadaway, scores. Kobe Barnes scores. Drives the dagger right back in the heart of the Grenadiers, leads back to 7. Barnes has got 24 points. What a game from Kobe Barnes. He's kind of willed them on offense in the second half. Get it to Armani. Down to Hadaway, who had a great first half. Hadaway pass. Scores! Nice pass from Ethan Hadaway. He's having a fantastic game. They get it to Merriweather. Stopped by Carr. 9:30 to go. Grenadiers have it within 5. Back to Kobe Barnes, working on Hendricks. Barnes with 24 gets it to Johnson. Johnson gets in the lane. He's going to throw it up, miss. Armani Carr skies in for the rebound. Goes to Hendricks. 9:13 to go. Grenadiers could get this lead within 3 or 2 with a made bucket here. Hendricks is going to back it back out. They're going to get the set play they want. Hadaway with the high ball screen. Going to get the bigger defender. Hadaway rolls. He's open. Score! Hadaway. Lead is down to 3. 8:55 to go. Hadaway got 14. And the Grenadiers can smell it now. Hadaway with great defense goes straight up. Armani comes away with it. It's going up to J.J. Reed. He's going to take it in. J.J. Reed scores. Timeout, Pomeroys. Grenadiers within 1. 8:35 to go. 58-57. The Grenadiers have come back from a 22-point deficit to get the game within 1 point. Full timeout, Pomeroys. will be Pomeroy's ball outside of the full timeout. Grenadiers have gotten back in this game. 8:35 to go. They just now trail by 1, and the scoreboard is correct. If you turned it off and checked back in, the Grenadiers have cut in to what's once a 22-point deficit, and they have gotten it within 1. 8:35 to go. They've held the Pomeroys to 14 points outside of halftime. Get it to Kobe Barnes. Kobe Barnes has killed the Grenadiers tonight with 24. They get it to Dixon. Back to Jenkins. To Merriweather. Merriweather gets it to Dixon, the corner. Cut off by Johnson. And they're going to call now a push foul on Armani Carr. And now the refs may be tightening it up. Coach Wiley Brown does not like that call. It will be a media timeout. 18-17 to go. Pomeroys do have the ball.
Indiana Members Credit Union. We're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
Will be Pomeroy's with the baseline out. 8:17 to go. Lead sets at 1. Grenadiers have really come out on all cylinders here in the second half. They get it into Barnes, guarded by Jaden Johnson, the freshman, trying to hold his own. Barnes just finds a bucket, turns around and scores. He's got 26, but lead is only at 3. The Grenadiers are in this game with 8 minutes to go. Jacoby Hendricks gets it to J.J. Reed. Reed with some dribbling. Corner pass to Carr. Just missed. Topola with the rebound. The shot was there. Armani was open, just could not make it. Dixon gets it back to Jenkins. Grenadiers need to get a stop here since they had it within 1. Barnes gets it to Merriweather, who looked like he traveled, but he didn't. They say did not. Jenkins hits the 3, and that hurts. And Coach Brown is hounding the refs for a travel. It looked like it, but they did not call it. Lead is back up to 6. The Grenadiers are in this game. They've cut into this lead. Hendricks is going to take it himself, and he got fouled. He's going to the line. And that's what the Grenadiers need right there. Easy points without time, ticking off the clock. Kind of gets the momentum back. Slow them down defensively and see if they can get it going. Ethan Hadaway's got to get some credit tonight. He's had one of the best games I've seen him have in a Grenadier uniform. He's made some great passes. He also has 14 points on the night. Hendricks scores. Caleb Brand will check in for Armani Carr. Hendricks does make the first. Hendricks up to 15 now on the night. Hendricks, and he gets it to roll around and in. Leads back to 4. Grenadiers need a stop. They got to have a stop here. Jenkins working on Hendricks, gets it to Dixon. Dixon gets in on Brown, throws it off Reed, and that should be out of bounds on the Pomeroys. It will go to the Grenadiers. Johnson will check back in. He's got 4 fouls. And Dixon will go to the bench. Johnson back in. He has 4 fouls. If I'm IUS, I'm going right at Johnson. He is the difference maker for the Pomeroys when he's in the game. He's got 4 fouls. I'd try to find a way to go right at him. Hendricks gets in the lane. And Coach Brown's arguing for a goaltending. That will be a foul on the Pomeroys, but the rim was pulled by Topola. And Coach Brown is hot right now. They told him to stop. And Hendricks will go to the line, and Coach Brown's still trying to plead his case. Jacoby will go to the line. What a second half. He could get this lead back to 2 if he can make both of these. And the Grenadiers have found a way. Now they're just kind of attacking the block. First shot from Hendricks is good. Coach Brown is still very unhappy with that call, but Hendricks is at the line. He made the first, and you got to be happy when Hendricks is at the line. He is one of the best free throw shooters in the conference and on this team. Second one's good. Hendricks gets the lead back down to 2. 6:57 to go. Grenadiers are going to put a little bit of pressure back on. They are able to slow them down a little bit. Barnes gets it to Johnson. Johnson playing with 4 fouls. They get it to Jenkins, back to Merriweather. Back up to Jenkins to Johnson. Grenadiers are keeping it out of the paint. They get it to Barnes, where he has worked. His entire second half has been in the paint. He's working on Caleb Brown. He's going to take a jumper. And Coach Brown is still not happy. And Coach Brown is not happy with the defense. He's not happy with the defense. Is kind of Caleb Brown just ran his body into Barnes as he got up. He baited him into that. Caleb kind of got baited into that one. They're going to clean the floor off. Kobe will go to the line for the Pomeroys. The lead is at 2 right now. Maybe he'll miss one just for us up here in the booth and keep it where it's at. Grenadiers have gotten back in this game, and 6:35 to go. Hendricks has got 17. He had 6 at half. So J.J. Reed with 17, Xavier Price 8, Brown with 3, and Ethan Hadaway also has got 14. Very nice scoring night for the Grenadiers, especially you got to be happy with this without Lane Lauterball, who is the team's second leading scorer this season. Playing against a top team in the conference like the Pomeroys, without Lane to be in this game, you've got to be very happy with where you're at. Kobe Barnes, his first shot's good. He's got 27. 27 on the night for Barnes, and the Floyd County High School grad is playing just fine. And Barnes' second shot is good. The Floyd County High School grads enjoyed being back in New Albany, as he has now got 28 on the night. Great game from Barnes. Hendricks will let the ball roll. Time will just now start. Hendricks gets right in the lane. Oh, and what a move! And he scores! What a move from Jacoby. My goodness, he tried to get fouled, and I don't know how he made the circus shot, but he got it to go in. Oh, Johnson had the shot, does not take it. Jenkins has the shot. He takes it, misses. Rebounded Caleb Brown. Rebounded from Caleb Brown. Grenadiers can't tie. They can tie here. Oh, Hendricks is trying to take over. He does get pushed back out. He's going to take the 3 for the lead. Good! 4-3, and the Grenadiers have the lead. 66-65, 5:55 to go. And you would have not guessed at halftime that they would have had the lead. Barnes misses. Merriweather gets the rebound. Johnson answers back with a 3. No! And they will call a loose ball foul on Xavier Price. Will stay with the Pomeroys, but the Grenadiers have the lead with 5:45 to go, and Jacoby has taken over. He's got 22. Hadaway is at back of the table. They're going to get him back in the game. He's had a nice game with 14 points, but they also need him on the board. Xavier Price will take a seat. Good minutes still tonight from Xavier. You can imagine it will be a short rest as Xavier is good offensive presence. Barnes gets right in and scores. They take the lead back by 1. Wiley cannot be happy with that. Just an easy inbounds play, and Barnes snuck right through the defense and got a layup right on the block. Grenadiers do trail by 1, 67-66, 5:28 to go. Get it back to Hendricks. Hendricks gets in the lane. He's going to throw a floater up. No, Hadaway, had the rebound, and Hendricks tipped it out of his hands. It's tough luck there from the Grenadiers. Barnes working on Brown. It's into the lane. He's going to throw it up. Not going to work. Hadaway gets the rebound. Good rebound from Ethan Hadaway. That's exactly why Coach Brown wanted him back in. Nice rebound from Hadaway. Gets the ball back for IUS. They could take back the lead with any kind of basket here. Get it to Brown. Back up to Hendricks to Reed. Oh, and they call an offensive foul on Hadaway. They say an illegal screen. Tough to tell, but will be a timeout. Pomeroy's lead 67-66, 4:48 to go.
Members Credit Union. We're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
Out of our final media timeout, 4:48 to go. Pomeroy's do lead by 1. It will be their ball for the illegal screen from Ethan Hadaway. He will go to the bench. Xavier Price back in. 5 for the Grenadiers will go Hendricks, Price, Brown, Johnson, Reed. For the Pomeroys, it goes Merriweather, Johnson, Barnes, Topola, and Jenkins. Barnes will bring it up. He's got 30, high scorer in the game. Hendricks now has 22 and 6 at half. Get it up to Jenkins. The Grenadiers are playing very tight defense, trying to keep Barnes from catching. And that should go to the Grenadiers. That was tipped. That was tipped. That hit the body of a Pomeroy. Yes, it did. That hit the body of a Pomeroy, and it did. And they will go to the Grenadiers. What a great cause. Two officials could not see, and the one outside official came in, and he did make the correct call. We'll go back to IUS, 4:27 to go. Get it into J.J. Reed. Reed thought about a turnaround jumper. Gets it. Oh, stolen by Jenkins. Brown was open in the corner, just could not fit it through that tight stretch. Get it to Jenkins. He's going onto the block. He gets in the lane and scores. Man. Thought that was a big possession right there for the Grenadiers, and Jenkins gets the steal. Jenkins gets the bucket. Grenadiers got to find a way to score here. Pomeroys have switched up their defense to try to keep Hendricks from just driving in the lane like he had been at will. Get it back up to Hendricks. Gets it to Xavier Price for 3. Good! Xavier Price for 3. Tie game at 69. Jenkins will bring it up for the Pomeroys. Going to be picked up by Caleb Brown. 3:30 to go. Tied at 69. Jenkins cut off by Brown. Throws it in the corner. Could be high. And it is high. Going back to IUS. Grenadiers could take the lead with 3:20 to go. And the Grenadier crowd is back into it. So excited. Hendricks will bring it up for IUS. Has had a fantastic second half with 22. Pomeroys have switched to a zone, which they did just get burned on with a corner 3 from Xavier Price. They can get it to Reed here at the top of the key. They may have a shot to really break it. Hendricks gets around the screen, gets cut back off by Johnson. He's going to take, blocked. Reed, though, gets it, throws it out to Brown. Brown does not have the shot. He gets it back to Hendricks. Hendricks. Jacoby shot it a little hard. A little hard for Hendricks. We'll go to Johnson. They were trying to get Johnson's 5th foul there. Missed. Rebounded by Reed. He goes skying in. The game will stay tied. 2:35 to go. Game's at 69. Xavier Price will bring it up for the Grenadiers. He thought about a pass to Hendricks. Good. As it was not going to work. Reed, turnaround jumper at the free throw line. Good. Grenadiers take a 2-point lead. Timeout IUS. 2:18 to go. Grenadiers are in front, 71-69. 2:18 to go, and yes, your scoreboard is correct. Grenadiers do lead 71-69. What a comeback and second half it has been from your Grenadiers. 2:18 to go. Pomeroy's will take it out. Get it to Jenkins. Grenadiers are picking up the pressure here. Hendricks will pick him up at the other volleyball line, trying to slow him down. Hendricks working on Jenkins, gets it back to Kobe Barnes. Barnes is going to get a double screen. Gets one-on-one with Brown. Will be doubled now with Reed. Has to pass it out to Johnson. Johnson tries to throw it down to Birchfield. It does work. He gets in the lane. No! Topola scores and one, and they could take the lead as Xavier Price just cannot get the rebound. And Topola was fouled. Fouled by Xavier Price, which is his second personal. Game is tied at 71 with 1:56 to go here in the second half, and he could give them the lead. Free throw from Topola's good. St. Mary's of the Woods is back in front. They are back in front. Back in front is St. Mary's of the Woods. 1:50 to go. 72-71. Price picks up his dribble, gets it to Brown. To Reed. Back to Brown. Wide open for three. Oh! Jane Johnson cleans it up and scores. The freshman's first points of the night. None bigger than that. Minute 35 to go. Grenadiers back in front by one. Kobe Barnes with the ball, guarded by Xavier Price. Barnes takes the jumper. Topola looks like almost looked like it was a foul as Reed got hit from the back, but they do not call it. Minute 12 to go. Pomeroy's back up by one. You do not want to go anywhere. This last minute, 7 seconds is going to go down to the wire. Hendricks with the ball. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. Hendricks working on Johnson. Price thought about a three, does not take it. He's going to take the floater. Good! Xavier Price scores. Timeout. IUS, 55 seconds to go. Grenadiers back in front, 75-74. .55 seconds to go. It is Pomeroy's ball. Grenadiers do hold a slim 1 point lead. A slim 1 point lead for your Grenadiers. Whew, this has been an interesting and great second half. The Grenadiers only had, I believe they had 24 points at half. They have 75. And I mean, they have just had an explosion of points here. Jenkins will bring it up, guarded by Xavier Price. Gets it to Kobe Barnes, guarded by Reed. Price now on Barnes, gets cut off by Johnson. Jenkins gets in back to Barnes. Barnes gets in the lane. He's going to take a jumper. Good. Barnes with 32. What a game. What a shot. And Barnes has been the offense the entire second half for the Pomeroys. They now go back up by one. 24 seconds to go. There will be about 3 seconds on the game clock if the Grenadiers do run this shot clock down. It looks as if they are going to hold. Get it into Reed. Xavier Price for three. Good! Xavier Price for three! Grenadiers take a 2 point lead. Under 6 seconds to go. 5. Barnes throws it up. And he scores! Oh my goodness! He could give him the lead. with 2 seconds. You cannot make this up. Holy crap. Kobe Barnes scores, and they call the foul. He could give the Pomeroys the lead, but the Grenadiers still have time. They have time with 2.7 seconds to go. I cannot believe it. They called a foul. Wow. He just threw it up on the baseline and it goes in. This could have been the final dagger for the Grenadiers, or will they get and Kobe Barnes is shot. Good. Pomeroys have the lead. 2.7 seconds to go. They will double team Hendricks. They got to find a way to get it in. And the Pomeroys will escape with a 1-point win. Pomeroys will escape with a 1-point win and a valued effort from the Grenadiers. Comes up short. Grenadiers will fall 79-78 in an absolute heartbreaker as they come all the way back. Grenadiers will fall to 11-12. 7-8 in River State's play. Pomeroys move to 20-5, 14-1. What a game this was, but the Pomeroys escape with a 1-point victory. Kobe Barnes hits a shot with 2.8 seconds to go, and one gives the Pomeroys the lead, and that will do it. St. Mary's of the Wood wins 78-79.